Hey guys, welcome to this all new episode of Political Peaks. I'm your host, Diego Romo. We're doing things a little bit differently today. I'm outside of the studio and on location at the Salt Lake City and County building for the youth climate strike that's happening today, Friday, September 20th. There's about 1,500 people here and they're all energized and here for the same cause, striking for climate and trying to bring awareness to all of the climate-related issues that we have going on in our world right now. This strike was organized globally and there are actually over 150 different countries participating, and it's scheduled just days ahead of the UN's Emergency Climate Panel happening on September 23rd. Let's speak to some of the protesters right now and find out a little bit more about why people are here today.
Every Friday, kids all around the world, instead of going to school, they go to their government buildings and they strike for climate action. This week is a global strike, which means kids all over the world are not only just striking from school, but there's many of us. We're having the adults try to join us, and instead of going to school, we are organizing big rallies, big marches, because we are in a climate crisis and we need our governments to do something to save our future because they still don't view it as a threat when the science clearly says that it is a threat. So our one demand from Fridays for Future all over the world is that our politicians take this seriously and that they take the steps required to keep our planet under 1.5 degrees Celsius of warming, because that would be catastrophic. We are very educated on the topic. The kids that are generally out here every single Friday striking, we're not dumb kids. We take time out of our lives and we dedicate our time and our lives to this. And I just think it's funny that they think we take hours out of our days all week and we struggle to make it happen. We work very hard and they think that we don't know what we're talking about. But the reason that we're so passionate is because we know what we're talking about, and it's important to us because it's our future. If we didn't know what we were talking about, we would be just like them and we wouldn't care.
This is the most critical issue facing our times, and this is going to directly impact their livelihoods, their lives moving forward. So this youth-led movement is incredibly inspiring, and the Utah Sierra Club wants to stand in solidarity with all of the people here today. This is directly impacting their ability to have a healthy future. And so any underlying policy, any monetary benefit that politicians today are prioritizing over their lives is fundamentally corrupt. We have an obligation to give them a healthy future and a healthy planet. So we hope that politicians will get on board with that in Utah.
When I first started, I thought it was just going to be me and a couple kids, and I actually only know 4 youth organizers in this event. The rest were adults. And I found that there are so many organizations in Salt Lake and in Utah of adults who have been pushing for this for years and years and years, and nobody's been listening. But suddenly the School Strike for Climate movement got so large, and we believe that it's because it's the children and because it's the kids. And I've had multiple people that I've met, adults who've been doing this for years, say that right now is the most hopeful that they have ever seen it for policies to be changed and legislation to go forward because it's the kids.
I hear regularly about the stress and anxiety of climate change from my kids. I have 3 children, and all of them really question if they'll survive in the future, if they should have children, what the world is going to look like for them, and that school even matters because what's going to happen in 10 years from now, what their future will look like. And I do feel responsibility that we as adults need to make the changes because they don't have the power. So if we don't stand up and support them and be here and take them out of school and do those things, they don't have the ability to do it on their own, and they're motivated. And yesterday we needed an electric car, and they are getting it and they understand in ways that adults don't yet.
I'm hoping that a lot of the people that came here today, a lot of people come to these events to be cool, to post it on their social media, but I'm hoping that some people that came here today are going to get that fire ignited in their hearts, and they're going to realize that this isn't just for fun, this isn't just to be cool. It's not fun, it's cold today, and they'll decide that they're going to take time out of their day and they're going to sacrifice so that they can begin striking every single Friday with us, because there are countries where hundreds of kids strike every Friday, and in those countries, changes have been made.
That's it for us today here on Political Peaks, and I hope you enjoyed today's coverage and have a great rest of your weekend. If you weren't able to make it to today's climate strike, I suggest you head over to globalclimatestrike.net. There's another one that's going to be happening on September 27th. You can find out more information there and get involved. As always, you can follow us on all of our social media at Park City TV and check out the brand new parkcity.tv. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.